Wake up and bake up this year, jump out the crib, stack up my C-note this year, killing my ego this year, all for the people this year, only believe in the real, I do believe in no fear, and I got gang in this, I never switch on the tribe, I keep it all the way real, I'm in control of my feels, you see my highlights and study my real, yeah. I'm showing more love this year, running more plays, finna scale up my business this year, the world in my palm, I'm a star, I deliver my cadence, I'm serving up cheers to my peers, bringing the bread for the fam. Everything good on the side, everything coming together. New whip, no leash, no key in it, they heat it. California on the plate, I'm out here playing for keeping. I pull up, she leaking, she want me for the weekend. My foot on the gas with the brakes, hate me or love me, you see me. Flex, yes, I got my foot on their neck. I'm out with a squad to the death, get to the checks. Flex, yes, got nothing to lose, it's on the prove. Come from the trench, Cuban links on my neck, tanking, freeze, smoking on dope, that diesel. Freeze, running till I miss my season. Lay back, geeking, smoking on dope, that diesel. Young nigga gone off the deep end, running till I miss my season. I keep a stack of them blessings, I'm ballin', I'm play callin'. They chain on me matching my smile, you know that I stay softened. Wrist flooded, she drowning. We good on this side, everything coming together. New whip, no leash, no key in it, they heat it. California on the plate, I'm out here playing for keeping. I pull up, she leaking, she want me for the weekend. My foot on the gas with the brakes, hate me or love me, you see me. Flex, yes, I got my foot on their neck. I'm out with a squad to the death, get to the checks. Flex, yes, got nothing to lose, it's on the prove. Come from the trench, Cuban links on my neck, tanking, freeze, smoking on dope, that diesel. Freeze, running till I miss my season. Lay back, geeking, smoking on dope, that diesel. Young nigga gone off the deep end, running till I miss my season.
Once we understand that it is through our five senses that these imprints are being made on our subconscious mind, we can then consciously begin to utilize our five senses to imprint something different.
What up, Doe? What up, Doe Biz Nation? It's your boy Tay Biz. How's everybody doing? It is a Friday night, and some of y'all just got paid. You know what I'm saying? And y'all ready to get the weekend popping. And so we are here to discuss the Boosie badass re-indictment. We're gonna get into it, man. But before we do, we got a comment way early today already saying, gee, good day from Cat's World. So from Cat Not Williams channel, my man Ghost, I appreciate you. I mean, really appreciate you just like making sure everybody knew the page was up and all that kind of stuff, and sharing the link and sharing everything. Man, I really do appreciate you for that. The mod of all mods. Hey, what up, Doe? Chill in the building. We're gonna have to see some more people coming to the building. But earlier today, before we get into the Boosie re-indictment and all that, earlier today, I was able to be on Cat Not Williams' channel as one of her panelists. She invited me up, so I appreciate that, Cat. If you see this live, either today or later or whatever. But she came through. I was in the chat, man, and I was just being present, and she was doing an excellent job with unpacking these motions that's going on down there in Georgia. The motions are going crazy, and as a matter of fact, the motions that there's some new motions that came out, and Brian Steele, I think it's like a 259 page motion that he did for like 3 or 4 separate different things, and he had a lot of exhibits in there and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I just got the motion tonight, so oh my god, it was crazy. But shout out to Mama Julie. I appreciate you saying so sorry. I'm late. You not late. You on time. I'm just getting started, girl. You on time. You on time. All right, we got Kristen Vasquez in the building saying, yes, love to see you guys today. Sent over from her. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and give you a proper welcome, Kristen, for being a part of the Tay-Biz TV, the Biz Nation. Yo, this was crazy. So we talked about the YSL trial earlier. It was myself, of course, Kat, and it was Dennis Bryan, I want to say his name, and also Mel, who is I'm not a lawyer, but who does an excellent job with her content as well. I just admire these guys. Listen, I was a little dog. Yeah, you know, everybody got big channels and all that kind of stuff. I'm just a little dog on the side. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing, man. But you know, it was so dope to be on the panel. I felt welcomed, and the input that we were sharing was very insightful. You know, we was talking about different things, the Sonia Massey situation. We talked about that. We talked about other cases that's going on. The one case, I believe, I forgot the lady's name, but her last name is Ritchie. Her husband was Michael Ritchie, and I believe he was a Boston firefighter, and he had some type of, you know, situation being from a veteran. He was a veteran, and he had some type of like behavioral issues or whatever. And he would have you know, lash out and things like that. And I think he lunged at her or something like that. And then she defended herself by killing him, by stabbing him in the heart. And so that case is going on. I believe the first witness of that case was her daughter. Okay. It's just been kind of crazy. It's been really crazy. So Pat Stacks in the building. Okay, Pat Stacks, I appreciate you. Said it was lit fire today. I appreciate it. Let me give my brother a proper welcome. The lovely Drea is in the building, of course, another mod. I mean, you're a great mod, great moderator, great mod for sure. I really appreciate everybody coming in and seeing what's going on. Everybody hit the like button as you come on in. Hit the like button as you come on in. We are about to get started with the re-indictment here of Boosie. This is pretty crazy. And we got some details. We got a few things. We got some documents. We got some documents that they tried to seal from the public. We got it. You know what I'm saying? They tried to seal the complaint that got this thing started in the first place. You know what I did? I found it. I found it. Okay. Tell me this is sealed. Not in Biz Nation. Not at Biz Nation. We got the document. We got the sealed complaint. You know, and so if anybody know court, when they seal a complaint, they don't want it to go to the public, but we got it though. We got it though. All right. So as everybody knows, this has happened not too long ago, where Boosie was indicted again after beating the charge for this gun charge that he had last year when he got pulled over, I believe May 6th, 2020. We're going to definitely get into the actual current state of the case, but I want us to go back. Some people are not familiar with this gun charge because he's had some other charges before too that had nothing to do with guns. It was always something about a controlled substance or whatever the case may be. And a lot of times this is what happens. They always say, oh, you were speeding, or you ran through a light, or you did this, whatever. And so they pull him over. And I believe his car is marked in Georgia because in Georgia, he's been pulled over so many times there. And they always want to catch him with weed. And everybody know Boosie smoke weed. You know, he smoke weed. It don't matter where he at, he gonna smoke him some weed every day. That's what he does, right? So before we get into the preliminaries of things, everybody put a 1 in the chat if you are excited about this us reviewing this today. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat real quick. Again, this is about why am I doing this? This is about showcasing again how corruption is beyond state lines, okay? And people they hide behind the idea of, oh, I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm trying, but they really have it out for somebody. Here is another case where he has it out, where another attorney has it out for somebody, a rapper, you know. And so I wanted to go ahead and show this video real quick, just a recap of how things were when he got pulled over. And again, this is a video from last year when it actually occurred. This is going to be interesting to see what happened and then what occurred. And also, again, I have the document of the initial complaint and indictment. And so we're going to look at that. But I want to take a look at this video first before we get started. Put a one in the chat if you're ready to get started. Drea said too many cases. It is. What time is it over there? Are you up late? Are you up late? Julie, you keep using the government. Just put, you using the government. Look, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, too much going on in the world right now. That's a fact. Julie, like, I'm ready. Asante. I'm like, oh, the government. We're going to go ahead and get this popping, all right? Let's go ahead and look at this video. Oh, it's 12. It's 12:40. Oh, wow. Okay, it's midnight. Okay, it's after me. Okay, got you. Callie is see Callie, y'all 3 hours behind. Y'all good. Y'all good. All right. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're going to look at this, the initial report about Boosie getting pulled over, and they find, he was pulled over and with a gun charge, all this kind of stuff. And just take a look at this video and see what they reported here. And we're going to go ahead and get into the documents.
I'm going to show you how I get down when I get locked up. I'm going to show you how I get down. I'm going to make them bitches whoop me. They going to get a charge. I'm going to make them whoop me. When these cops come out, I'm going to put them in their shit. Then I'm going out like a gangster.
Rapper Boosie Badass faces a new federal gun charge and finds himself in some deep legal trouble. Attorney Bradford Cohen comes on to discuss the case and how authorities use social media and a helicopter to track the artist down. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. All right, so I'm once again joined by Bradford Cohen, very special guest. This is somebody who represents hip-hop artists. Like we said, he used to represent YNW Melly, but he currently represents Kodak Black. I want to talk to you right now about Boosie Badass, what the situation is there. So the rapper, whose real name is Torrance Hatch, he's been in and out of trouble with the law. He's been previously convicted of drug offenses. He was arrested and hit with a federal gun charge for being a felon in possession of a firearm. And this is quite the story. So apparently, San Diego police were looking at an Instagram video of a known gang member when they noticed Boosie in the video with a black handgun in the waistband of his pants. Okay. So then they check out Boosie's Instagram, and there was a live story being broadcast from a gang associated neighborhood in San Diego. So what do authorities do then? They locate Boosie using an airborne law enforcement unit. Basically, it's a helicopter. And they see him getting into an SUV. They make a traffic stop after the car doesn't stop at a red light. And they find a black gun that matches the description of the one that was in that video. They find it inside the car. He was arrested and charged with a state crime. But this is where the catch. After he's leaving court for an appearance on that state charge, which was actually dismissed, he is arrested and hit with the federal crime. Bradford, what do you think about that?
It's commonplace.
Is it?
He said it's commonplace. He asked this man, "What do you think about it?" He said it's commonplace. The state charge is done. Then you hit me with a federal boy right after that. Really? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Listen to this lawyer talk about these entertainers.
It doesn't sound that common.
Yeah, it really is. Actually, it wasn't surprising to me when it comes to representing entertainers and individuals of note, athletes. I've represented athletes, entertainers, and other politicians. When it comes to those things, the federal authorities, especially when it's surrounding a gun issue, the federal authorities want to pick up those guns. So for example, I represented Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was charged with a gun case from a one-time felony conviction from about 15 years ago in New York that he thought was a reduction to a misdemeanor crime. And he was caught. They searched the plane, and they found a weapon on the plane, and they attributed it to him. And he was charged with a felon in possession of a firearm. I ended up getting him a pardon from the president for that charge because of how it was charged and how everything was going on. But that being said, the feds usually wouldn't even pay attention to those charges. The feds usually wouldn't even blink an eye at a felon in possession of a firearm when it's someone with one-time felony or two-time felony. What they're doing is a lot of these artists, they're trying to hammer down on them. If you remember, T.I. got a gun charge back in the day. So what they do is they hammer down on these because these are the most covered issues, right? So they can say, hey, listen, you're a felon with a possession of a firearm. We're going to bring charges just like we brought charges on Bob Smith, Boosie Badass, Kodak Black. So they try to bring charges against people of note so that they could show the public that what they're doing to curb, gun violence. But it really isn't about gun violence. It's really just about the publicity they get. So I've had plenty of cases where the state charges get dropped and the defendant's all happy. I would imagine that the defense attorney would have seen this coming, but maybe he didn't. But it happens a lot where they drop the state charges. You don't know why they drop them. And a week
why
later,
why bring it in the first place if they knew they were going to go the federal route?
Because sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's a state case. The state looks at it and they're like, wow, this is a tough case to prove, right? Like in this instance. So they have them on video with a weapon that looks familiar. They'll have some expert that says, oh, it's a Glock 9, and that Glock 9 is the same type of gun that was found in the car. But the state might not have access to those good experts or want to spend the time or money on that case. That the feds, they have unlimited money and they have unlimited time. And a lot of times you'll see the state saying maybe, hey, listen, this isn't a great case for us. But the feds say, hey, it's a great case for us. We'll come in and we'll pull it in. And the feds will do a DNA test on the bullets, a DNA test on the gun, fingerprints, etc. And they'll see if Boosie Badass's DNA is on the interior of the gun or the bullets. It's a much stronger case than they have right now. But anyway, you cut it, look at it. On a state level, you might be looking at 2 or 3 years. On a federal level, because of his priors, he's probably looking at 5 or 6.
Wow.
So the question becomes, do you want to risk going to trial in state court on this case, which is it's a pretty good case in state court because, the difference between the maximum and the minimum is not that much. Or do you want to try and go on a federal level where, you're looking at 5 or 6 years at the bottom and 15 at the top? That's a big risk.
He posted on Twitter saying, I want to take this time to apologize to my kids. I'm sorry, and I love you all forever. Is this?
So that right there is just a recap of what took place, right? So I want to go to this article here because now we see that this whole entire thing, remember he got released on $100,000 bond. Remember that? And he was able to beat the entire thing. And he was able to beat it because his lawyer cited a couple cases that was able to help with him getting rid of this entire thing. So let's look at, before we go to that, let me go ahead and look and go into the sealed document here. All right. Yeah, sealed. Yeah, right. Not today. All right. So this is the sealed document that I found here. All right. And it's the actual document. I don't know if you all can see that. Go ahead and drop myself real quick here. That's better. All right. So this is actually the sealed document. You see where it says sealed? That means no public, no one can see it, right? This is from last year. Yeah, I told y'all. Look here. She said, you got the sealed document. Yes, I do. I'm IT, baby. The first word in IT is information. The first thing they teach you in IT is they teach you how to find information. Okay. We got information. We got the actual original complaint an indictment of the, you see that? Felon in possession of firearm. Okay. That's what that is. This is the exact one that they filed when they got him. All right. So this right here is talking about pretty much what we just heard. That this is on May 6th, and he was in California. Torrance Hatch, Boosie. Status is knowing he's a convicted felon. Okay. And that is a person having been previously convicted of a crime punishable by imprisonment for a term exceeding 1 year. All right. And so when you look at this document, it gives you all the things here. It says he had a Glock on his Glock 19 pistol bearing serial number BXPZ813, loaded with 10 9mm caliber rounds of ammunition in violation of Title 18. United States Code Section 922G1. Drea said, "Tay, you got the hook up." I'm telling you, I'm bringing you the sealed doc. No one's seen this. No one was able to see this. Let me drop this. No one was able to see this. Okay, let me drop this banner real quick for a second. No one saw this. Like the public never saw this. All right. And so Amanda Renteria, I want to say, is the special agent on the case here, and sworn and attested by the applicant in accordance with requirements of Fed R. Crum P41 by telephone on this 13th day of June 2023. And this is the magistrate judge. All right. This is the magistrate judge, Judge Leshner. All right. And so here, the probable cause statement is that on the 6th of May, San Diego police officer in an undercover capacity. look at how they word these things. In an undercover capacity, was conducting intelligence gathering while using the social media platform. No, you were lurking, is what you were doing. Okay, undercover capacity, my ass. You were lurking. All right, you were lurking, and you were definitely lurking because you went to an Instagram account with a handle that said KP2_market made. And that person is also known as AD, who is known as a neighborhood Crip gang member. Instagram handle had posted a story of an unidentified male at the time wearing some red pants and a white t-shirt, filming a music video in what appeared to be the backyard of a residence. And that's what they got. They clipped it right there. He was making a music video at this time. All right. The man was working. The man was working, basically. Okay. So here it says here that an Instagram user's profile was tagged in the story. And you know they look at all the tags. So they tag Mama He Live Again, He Live Again 2.0. And that tag goes directly to Lil Boosie or Boosie Badass, not just Boosie. Everybody put Boosie in the chat real quick. Later identified as Torrance Hatch. At the time of review, he went live. He had a live story currently taking place. The officer watched and recorded the live story. While watching the live story, the officer observed the 49th Street sign in the backyard and heard an unknown male exclaim that they were live on the streets of San Diego. This is Lil Boosie here, or Boosie. All right. I was informed by San Diego police. I was informed by the San Diego Police Department officer that the area between 49th Street and Gaiman Street in San Diego, California, is associated with the Crips, criminal street gang, neighborhood Crip. All right. So this is more about the actual review of the Instagram profile. San Diego Police requested Airborne Law Enforcement Unit. Airborne Law Enforcement Unit is called ABLE. They requested Airborne Law Enforcement on a guy who was carrying a firearm in a neighborhood shooting a music video for a song. No one is doing anything wrong at this point. Airborne Law Enforcement Unit, ABLE. They wanted to fly over there in that area. They provided a description of Hatch and informed Able, airborne law enforcement unit, he was seen in the video with a black handgun in his back waistband. Okay. At approximately 3:10, based upon the description provided by the San Diego police officers in the airborne law enforcement located Hatch, Boosie, in that area, 49th and Guyman Street, and Able observed Hatch enter the rear passenger seat of a black Mercedes SUV bearing California license plate 8NGG925, or in their words, it'll be 8 November. I forgot what G is. 925. GG 925. Let's see here. At the same time, the officers in full police uniform and driving marked police vehicles were conducting saturation patrol in the Chalice View area of City of San Diego. You just happen to be patrolling that area, huh? This is short. This is not drone. This is helicopter. This is airborne law enforcement. Airborne law enforcement is helicopters. Okay. Yes, they flew a helicopter over there where Boosie was. This is what happened. All right. This is crazy. Shortly after that, officers observed the black truck bearing a California license plate and talking on his cell phone as he was driving southbound on Euclid Avenue towards Market Street. The police units were driving eastbound on 4700 Market Street. They observed the driver of the same Mercedes SUV failed to stop at a red stop signal. This is how they got it. They already saw. They was already lurking on him. They already said, "Hey man, I found a dude on the internet. doing an Instagram live, and he had a gun. I need y'all to go fly over there because he had a gun on his waist. I need y'all to fly over there and see what's popping with him and see what's going on and follow that SUV that I peeped out, by the way." So this was their reason for pulling him over. Failed to stop at a red stop sign while making a westbound turn on 4700. All right. Officers attempted to conduct a traffic stop on the black Mercedes SUV, but the vehicle failed to yield and continued westbound on Market Street. The vehicle continued to drive slowly westbound on Market Street for approximately 1 block before coming to a complete stop. Prior to the vehicle coming to a complete stop, San Diego police officers observed the rear passenger occupant's heads moving side to side. I was informed by SDPD officers that in their experience, when individuals who continue to drive at a slow rate of speed while police are attempting to conduct a traffic stop, may be attempting to conceal firearms or illegal contraband. Okay. So the Mercedes finally yields, and upon approaching the vehicle, the officers observed 3 males in the vehicle. There was a driver and 2 occupants in the rear seat. The rear passenger side occupant was identified as Hatch. The rear passenger side occupant was identified as Hatch. Hatch identified the other occupant in the rear seat as his security. All right. Based on the officer's observations, while attempting to pull over the Mercedes and for safety purposes, the officers asked the occupants if they were any weapons on their person or inside the vehicle. They already knew this. You already know you're really pulling him over because he has a gun, but you lucked up with the stop sign, or you created an idea that he did not stop at a stop sign. I mean, a lot of times people will, if you're driving and you see a stop sign, some people will do a complete stop. Some people will do a yield and keep it moving. But this is what it sounds like this happened. He yielded and then kept going. So now he ran the stop sign, instead of saying he yielded to it. But you already know that is weapons in the vehicle because you already was on Instagram telling the airborne law enforcement that this man had a gun on his waist. Okay. Hatch claimed he did not have any weapons, but that his security guard did. When asked where his weapons were located, Hatch's security guard pointed down towards the right side of his body. Officers observed the security guard had a black satchel bag worn across his upper body. Officers removed the satchel, asked the security guard to step out of the vehicle, and then placed him in handcuffs. Officers then asked Hatch and the driver to step out of the vehicle and placed both Hatch and the driver in handcuffs. During a search of the black satchel worn by Hatch's security, officers located the following: a black and purple HS product model Hellcat 9mm caliber pistol bearing serial number BB 329274. I know BB is Bravo Bravo. And a magazine containing 7 rounds of 9mm caliber ammunition inserted into the magazine well of the firearm. Officers also found 1 additional round of 9mm caliber ammunition in chamber of the firearm. During the search of the vehicle, officers located another loaded firearm, a black Glock Model 19 9mm pistol bearing the serial number BXPZ813, and a magazine containing 9 rounds of 9mm caliber ammunition inserted into the magazine well of the firearm. Officers also found 1 additional round of 9mm caliber ammunition in the chamber of the firearm. The firearm was located on the rear passenger seat between where the security guard and Hatch were seated when officers approached the stopped Mercedes. The firearm was in close proximity to all 3 individuals inside the vehicle. Furthermore, a Glock gun box was located on the rear floorboard of the rear driver's side. Officers also located a suspected marijuana joint in the center console of the vehicle. Hatch, the security guard, and the driver were placed under arrest for multiple firearms violations. During a search incident to the arrest of Hatch, officers located multiple stacks of cash in his left pants pocket, totaling approximately $16,854, and a cell phone in his right pant pocket. All 3 occupants of the Mercedes was transported to the police headquarters for further processing and investigation. During processing, Hatch yelled at his security and asked why the security guard told the detective the gun was on the seat. Police officers heard Hatch tell his security, "You told me they were in the bag." This statement demonstrated Hatch's knowledge of the firearms in the Mercedes. Following the arrest of Hatch, I reviewed several videos. They be lurking, man. Several videos posted to YouTube regarding Hatch, Boosie, and on the date of his arrest, including a video on the channel Hood Zone Productions. The videos were filmed prior to Hatch's arrest by SDPD. The videos consist of Hatch filming himself while smoking a suspected marijuana joint, as well as videos of Hatch being filmed while a firearm is in his rear waistband. So here you go. There go the joint right there. They put photos in this thing. I'm telling you, they lurk so much. Here you go. He's walking, he chilling, and then they found it right there. Okay. All right. You got other people that was a part of the video and all that kind of stuff. And he is seen filming himself and other identified individuals saying neighborhood repeatedly and making hand gestures towards the camera. These hand gestures are gang signs associated with specific gang affiliations. All right, now these are the preliminary records of Boosie. Here we go. I told y'all I got the sealed information, okay? Let's go. Put a 1 in the chat, man. Put a 1 in the chat for your boy, bringing you the sealed information. November 29th of 2011, East Baton Rouge Parish. The charge was bringing illegal contraband to and from a penal institution, criminal conspiracy to incite a felony. He got 5-year term. 5 years was a prison term on that. And then November 29th, again, he had the same he got another charge. This is another count of possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute, 8 years. Okay. It says here that the firearm bearing serial number BXPZ813, was seized and inspected. Preliminary checks revealed that the firearm was not manufactured in California. Therefore, the firearm traveled in and affected interstate commerce when it arrived in the state of California. An examination of the firearm reveals it is to be the same weapon pictured in Hatch's rear waistband of his red pants, seen on the Instagram, and later was uploaded on YouTube in the minutes before he entered the Mercedes and was stopped by San Diego police. All right. So that is the actual document, the sealed document of the actual case that took place. One of the things people got to I agree with this a whole right here. They post too much on social media. They really don't learn. This is the thing. When you're around people who are constantly like recording you and doing all that kind of stuff, look, you need to have a talk with these people. The worst thing to have in the world is a person with a cell phone in their hand that don't know what they're doing. This is not the time to record anything about me. Don't record nothing about me. All right. Don't record nothing about me. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get into the actual article here. All right. Of this particular complaint, Boosie was able to be cleared of. All right. Let me go ahead and pull it up real quick. Yeah, we're gonna go like this. Okay, so I'm bringing myself back down. Okay, so right here it says, and this is July 12, 2024. Okay, so this is not too long ago where he was good, where he was good. All right. A federal judge on Friday. The federal judge on Friday threw out the firearm possession charge and that was brought against Louisiana-based rapper Torrance Boosie Hatch Jr. following his arrest in San Diego last year, which we just covered. According to court filings, and I do have those, the 41-year-old's lawyer, her name is, I believe her name is Megan Blanco, but I think that's her name. Requested for the charge possession of a firearm and ammunition by a felon in interstate commerce be reviewed in light of another federal court's review of the count based on recent precedent-setting decisions tied to gun ownership. We about to get into this. I hope y'all gonna rock with your boy real quick, man. I know I'm as your boy Lee would say, I'm long stroking, right? I'm doing a long stroke here. I'm telling you, we going somewhere with this. All right. We going somewhere with this. This is very important. Recent reviews of court reviews tied to gun ownership. The review dismissed the felon in possession charge against another defendant in California, citing a recent Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals decision, United States versus Duarte. We're going to go to that found stripping a non-violent felon of their right to own a gun as unconstitutional. Now, this particular I appreciate you saying that you're rocking with me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This particular case, right? This is a case where Stephen Duarte had 5 priors, but they were non-violent priors. So they was going to take away his right to have a firearm. And his lawyers submitted to the courts that is unconstitutional according to the Second Amendment. Okay. It got all the way up to the Supreme Court and they reversed the ruling and let this man have possession of a gun. Okay. Let this man have possession of a gun. All right. So now let's keep reading here. It says the court came to holding in Durante based the court came to the holding in Durante based on the Supreme Court's interpretation of the Second Amendment in the case New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruin, which conferred the right to all Americans with little exceptions. Now watch this case. According to the High Court, the government could only disarm people when there is a more direct history of violence, as was seen in the domestic violence related firearm case earlier this year, United States versus Rahimi. In the unrelated case that Hatch's lawyers use as jurisdiction for dismissal, a Central California district judge, determined Duarte applied almost directly to the felon in possession charge against the defendant, whose felony criminal history consists of nonviolent vandalism. Now, this case right here, the Rahimi case. Let's check this out real quick. All right. Let's check out the Rahimi case real quick. All right, here we go. When I read this, I was mind blown when I read this. All right, here we go. It says here that in 2024 Supreme Court case, United States versus Rahimi, the court ruled 8-1 that a federal law prohibiting domestic abusers with protective orders from possessing guns is constitutional under the Second Amendment. The court's decision upholds a law that has long been on the books and protects victims by keeping guns out of the hands of people who could be a threat to their families. The court also found that when a court has determined that someone is a credible threat to another person's safety, they can be temporarily disarmed. The case stems from Zaki Rahimi, who was involved in 5 shootings in Arlington, Texas between December 2020 and January 2021. Rahimi was subject to a domestic violence restraining order and prohibited from possessing firearms under federal law, but was indicted for doing so. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals initially dismissed Rahimi's challenge to the law, but the Supreme Court's decision reversed that ruling. Okay, did you hear what I said? Reverse that ruling. When an individual has been found by a court to pose a credible threat to the physical safety of another, that individual may be temporarily disarmed consistent with the Second Amendment. Judgment reversed and remanded 8-1 in an opinion by Chief Justice Roberts. Okay. And this was this year in June. So you got 2 cases where, hey man, this is ridiculous. They can still have their firearms. They can still have their firearms. Here is the actual document. Here's the actual document that shows. I was right. Megan Blanco is his lawyer. This is the document that was filed to get Boosie out of this particular charge, to get it dropped. Defendant Torrance Hatch, by and through his counsel of record, files the attached order from Judge Holcomb in the Central District of California, granting defendant's motion to dismiss a 922 G1 felon in possession count, and 2, denying the government's motion to hold the defendant's motion to dismiss in abeyance. The attached order was publicly filed moments ago. It is counsel's belief this order marks the first time a district court in California has ruled on a motion to dismiss. And then she cited these. Okay. And she submitted it with her name. So that's what she did. The rest of it is just granting or is an example of how another case where someone was granted that they were not denied for this particular dismissal. Okay. So it's amazing how we have gotten to this point now because in all the proof that's given, they are still trying to re-indict him again, but he beat it. Okay, he beat it. Let's go to this video here where it gives us a look at how he beat this, right? It's just a quick little video. All right, let's go. Let's watch this real quick. This is absolutely crazy, man.
New developments in the gun case against a Louisiana-based rapper who was arrested in San Diego last year. Today, a San Diego judge threw out the felony firearm possession charge against 41-year-old Torrance Boosie Hatch Jr. Hatch, who's been convicted on drug charges in the past, was arrested in Choias View last May during a traffic stop after authorities say they found 2 loaded handguns in his vehicle. His legal team asked a judge to drop the charges, citing a ruling by a California judge in another case that found stripping a nonviolent felon of their right to own a gun was unconstitutional. Ultimately, the judge today agreed and granted Hatch's motion to dismiss.
All right. So the motion to dismiss. So he got a motion to dismiss, right? So when that happened, this is hilarious. He was so happy. He was so happy about it, about being able to get away, that he went on vacation. Boosie, man, I love this dude, man. Boosie went on vacation after this. Check this out, y'all. Check this out. Check out Boosie, man. He was chilling. He was chilling. He about to get thrown down.
Gonna get towed up in this pool.
He was so happy. Boosie was too happy, man. He was too happy. He was too excited. They didn't like it. You know they saw that, right? You know they saw that. If they saw him doing a video, a music video, you know they saw that. Boosie, look, Boosie chilling. Look, Boosie was living, dog. Dre says so they couldn't get him on the state's case, so they're trying him on a federal level. Doesn't double jeopardy apply, or doesn't it be because it's different? Well, the thing is that it never went to a trial because he got released on bond for $100 grand. So it was no. But they're re-indicting him now. They're adding something to the original indictment. They're adding something else. So they re-indicting him on a charge that they did before, just possession. Now they're adding things to it. Okay, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. But Boosie was chilling. So then, right here, this is where we get the bad news. All right, this is where we get the bad news. Right here, okay. This is where they start playing. This is how they do. This is how they do you. This is how they play with you. You know what I'm saying? They can't get you on the state like Dre just talked about. They couldn't get you on state, so we're gonna go federal. We're gonna try to do more. We're gonna try to get at you more. Now this says what? July 24th. This is 2 days ago. 2 days ago. 2 days ago that they have done this. All right. Rapper Boosie facing new charges in connection with his arrest from last year, less than 2 weeks after the federal judge threw out the case. He threw out the case. U.S. Attorney Tara McGrath's office filed another indictment against the 41-year-old on Friday for 2 counts of firearm possession, one involving interstate commerce as a convicted convicted felon and one for knowingly possessing a firearm. Here we go. While dealing with abuse of a controlled substance. See, they check. You see how they do it? You see how they do us? You see what it is? You see what I'm saying? You couldn't get me on possession, felony possession. You couldn't get me on anything else. So what you do is you add something to it. You say, oh, he was actually possessing a firearm while he was under the influence of a controlled substance. A firearm while dealing with abuse of a controlled substance. Like he's an addict. Oh my God, man. I'm telling you, man, they get on my nerves. They get on my nerves. They get on my nerves. He was previously charged with possession of a firearm as a felon in interstate commerce, but the case was dismissed earlier this month due to a recent federal court precedent that found the law unconstitutional as it applies to those convicted of nonviolent crimes. No, they didn't do it. No, they didn't. They didn't. They just filed another indictment. That's all they did. No, they don't need tests. That's too much like right, Drea. That is too much like right. That would be what you're talking about is logic. That's the logical thing to do. To try to prove you. First of all, you got to prove that this person has a drug problem. Okay. And last time I checked, marijuana does not incite you to do things that have like behavioral issues. The pictures that they included, that's why they included those pictures are a part of the original indictment. I have the new indictment that we're going to look at. They just lurk in IG and filing indictments. Yeah. That's exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. That is exactly what they're doing. Okay. They just seeing who they can get. They just seeing who they can get. So as you know that Boosie was upset. Let's go to the actual indictment now. Let's go to the indictment. Okay. This was filed on July the 19th. Let's go to the actual indictment. Unbelievable. You hear me? Unbelievable. Bam, here it is. Your boy working, man. Your boy working. Filed on July the 19th, 2024. That was last week. That was last Friday. Okay? That was last Friday. Look at this. The same title, the same everything. Tell you, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm working, man. I'm trying to give y'all some good stuff. I'm trying to break this thing all the way down. I'm trying to break it down like a fraction because this right here is so dirty. This is super, super dirty. Okay. Super, super dirty. Research on point. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. This is dirty work. United States. Look, 3-page indictment. This ain't like the YSL indictment because they already indicted this man before with the same thing. Now they adding things to it. They're amending the indictment so that way they can come up with a new charge to get him because he won. Okay. Now I got some more sauce. Drea, you think my research on point? You ain't seen nothing yet. I got a little bit of sauce. Watch this. So you got the United States of America versus Boosie. The United States is against this man right now. Okay. The same title 18, section 922, 922 G1, felon in possession of a firearm and ammunition, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Look at this. The grand jury charges, this is the count one. On or about May 6, 2023, within the Southern District of California, Boosie, knowing his status as a convicted felon, had a gun on him, basically. Okay. did knowingly possess a gun. All right. To wit, same thing, Glock 19. No, the same gun from last year. Okay. The same thing. The original count. This is the original count. All right. Count 2. This is where count 2 and 3 is where it gets a little crazy. Beginning or about May 6, 2023, within the Southern District of California, defendant Torrance Hatch Boosie, knowing he was then unlawful user of any controlled substance and knowing he was addicted to any controlled substance as defined in Title 21. You put an X in the chat if you know that he was not addicted. He's not a drug addict. If you know he's not a drug addict, put a 1 in the chat. Not an X, put a 1. Put a 1. If you think Boosie is a drug addict, put a 1. You know, if you know he's not an addict. XX, the ones, X ones, they're all the same. They're all the same. He's not an addict. Okay, so this is what I know. All right. When someone is a drug addict, okay, when someone is a drug addict, all right, they have a long record. Most of the time, I'm talking most of the time. I've been around this. I'm telling you, I'm from Detroit. All right, I've been around substance abuse programs and stuff because I have been a part of my old church. I have been a part of substance abuse programs where we help people to get off drugs. Okay, seriously, this is no cap. This is real talk. All right. They normally have some type of record, and they normally have like family personal issues if they are addicted to a drug. And a lot of times when they are addicted to a drug, they don't make money, they don't keep money, everything goes to the drug. And on top of that, if they go to a spot that is trying to help them, it's recorded, it's documented that they've been to rehab, they've been to this outhouse or this house, that house, or whatever the case may be. There's a place in Detroit called Share House, SHAR. It's an acronym, and it's called the Share House. And they actually bought a house that has that multiple room house where it's a substance abuse program for people who are actual addicts. You call Boosie Badass an addict in this damn indictment. You called this man an addict. How dare you? How dare you? Knowing he was addicted to any controlled substance as defined in Title 21 United States Code Section 802, we don't care, did knowingly possess a firearm and ammunition that had traveled in and affected interstate commerce, to wit, and then the same gun. So the thing is, and we definitely understand that. Like, why isn't you point? Okay, that's what's up like that. We definitely understand that. The problem is he already beat this charge. It's over. It's done. This charge was already done. It's over. Okay. And the reason why this right here, even though this statement is true, but it got beat because the case law stated if you have nonviolent, you're a nonviolent offender, you could carry, you can possess your gun. Okay. So at the end of the day, he was able to beat the charge. He got off on bond. His lawyer cited 2 cases where a judge dismissed and allowed the perpetrators to be able to carry according to the Second Amendment. And now all of a sudden, he's being indicted again. 2 weeks. within the last 2 weeks. Like, you don't mean to tell me, because see, remember, this is the original. I got the original sealed document. I got the seal, boy. Nowhere in here in this seal, we just read this. There is nowhere in this seal complaint that this man is called an addict or says anything about him being addicted to anything. But today, last Friday, he's an addict now. He's addicted. The allegations contained in counts 1 and 2 are re-alleged and incorporated by reference for the purpose of alleging forfeiture to the United States of America pursuant to Title 18, Section 924, Title 28, Section 2461C. Had to put my Brennan Mac in here. Okay. Upon conviction for one or more of the offenses in counts 1 and 2, defendant Boosie shall forfeit to the United States pursuant to Title blah, 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 all firearms. This is what we want to do. We want to get all the firearms and ammunition involved in the commission of the offenses. The firearms and ammunition to be forfeited includes, but not are limited to. And then here it is: the pistol with the serial number BXPZ that we looked at, that we talked about before, and the 9mm rounds of ammunition. Michael G. Wheat. He beat Michael G. Wheat the first time. It came from the office of, but this is the guy, right? This is the guy. Now, I want y'all to know, what do y'all think about this? If this is you, okay, let's say this is you, and you have already been charged with something. Not only were you charged with it, you got arrested, you got out on bond, you did your due diligence, you did all you're supposed to do, you gave them the $100,000 bond, whatever. You got out, and then your lawyer was able to cite cases where on a federal Supreme Court level, for people, Rahimi was a person who was on a domestic violence restraining order list. The Supreme Court reversed his case 8-1, and then the Stephen Duarte case on the Supreme Court level, they reversed that case. Okay. How would you feel about this? All right. You go from look at Boosie. Look at Boosie. You go from this, look at this. Chilling. You go from that to having to do this. Look at this. This is Boosie right here. Look at this. And blow it up a little bit. Now look at this. You go from that to this. I'm on vacation with my family. My lawyer called me and say, this federal prosecutor, Michael Wheat, has indicted me again on the same charge and added a charge that I was a drug addict around a firearm. Why you didn't charge me with that the first time? That's a good question, Boosie. That's a good question. Why didn't you charge me the first time when it came to this particular issue? YouTube trying to mess my views up right now. That's what they're trying to do, I think. What up, though, Felicia? What up, though? How come you didn't charge me with this the first time? Now you saying I'm an addict. Now you saying I'm an addict. The judge has ruled at this point you making this a circus. This has to be unconstitutional. He found out that it was unconstitutional when his lawyer filed that particular motion, or the filing for when he cited those cases. Dre on point. Look at it. She says, Title 21 United States Code 802, as used in this subchapter, the term addict means any individual who habitually uses any narcotic drug so as to endanger the public morals, health, and safety or welfare, or who is so far addicted to the use of narcotics drugs as to have lost the power of self-control with reference to his addiction. Look at that. Really? So he does not fit that definition. Thank you. Let me pop some, let me get some air horns. He doesn't fit the description. He does not fit the actual definition of an addict. Remember, I explained to you all what an addict is. I told you. They don't, you lost the power of control, of self-control. Addicts lose the power of self-control. Oh my goodness. I was so ready to talk about this today. I want to play this video. I think this is Boosie responding. After he found out about this re-indictment. I've seen some of this, but I think I'll go back a little bit. Go ahead and play this real quick. Might be copyright, I don't know. Here we go. He said this has to be unconstitutional. This shows how far these devils will go to try and stop a successful black man with a voice. He said tell the president to pardon this bullshit. I know that's right, dog. I mean, if he's awake, you know what I'm saying? If the president is awake, I mean, no shade. I ain't trying to put no shade on the man, but you know, hell.
The 10, I-29 dragway. You already know Omaha to blast you. Boosie back. And I've been waiting to come to Omaha.
All right. There was another video I found where he was super happy, man. The dude was so happy that he was done when he walked out the court. Let me see this. There we go. Here we go.
Nah,
Here go the video.
Dropped.
Hold on. This is I'm about to show you a video where the charges being dropped. I'm sorry, I know y'all heard that. Charges being dropped. He walking out. He happy. Look at
dropped.
Most. Just glad that it's over. You know, I just thank God, thank my attorneys.
Yeah.
Just ready to go cross season. I'm gonna take a vacation. This really was a bump in my life, and I done made it over that bump. Now it's time to enjoy my happiness, you know.
Yeah. Well, congratulations.
Here y'all go. Drop.
That's Sylvia, the infamous Sylvia.
What you got to say about the charges drop? It's over with. Guy good. There you have it, y'all. Let's go.
That's his lawyer, Megan Blanco. Right here in the bathroom. We ain't trying to see him in the bathroom now. But that's Megan Blanco, all right, who was walking with. You see how happy he was, man? Now, remember this dude, right? Remember this dude, Michael G. Wheat, right? Really? Yeah, who is he? Let's see something. Let's see something real quick. Who this dude, man? Y'all want to know what this dude look like? Y'all want to know what he look like? That's him right there. Yeah, that's him. This is the man that's going after Boosie. This is Michael G. Wheat. Chills. Oh, hell no. This is him. Michael G. Wheat. This sore loser is going after Boosie. He's going after Boosie, man. This guy right here. This dude. Yeah. This is him. That's him. Now, we're gonna check him out real quick. I got his resume. Drea. Okay, we about to dive into him real quick. He look exactly as I pictured. Slime ball. Okay, this is him. This is the man that is trying to go after Boosie again because he lost the first time. See, the thing about court and law and all that, look, it's so many loopholes. It is so many different loopholes you can find in the system. It's so broken. It is a broken system because even though the charges made sense, Boosie was still able to get rid of it because you already got other cases on the Supreme Court on a federal level, on a federal cases where people who are not violent offenders and someone who is a violent offender was still able to carry because the Supreme Court said so within that same district or within that same the first one, the Rahimi was United States Supreme Court, 8-1. She said, come through with the, hey, come on now. I got you. Look at the resume. We're going to go from the bottom up. All right. We're going to go from the bottom up. I got the man resume. All right. So now we know what he looked like. His special achievements. Yeah, special achievement, my ass. Special achievements. Let's see here. Special achievements. Shout out to my mom's in the building. She in the chat. So special achievements. Okay, he's a Director's Award. He Department of Justice, Executive Office for U.S. Attorneys. Superior Performance in Prevention and Reentry Activities. Alternative to Prison Solutions Diversion Program. 2016. Got that award. Commissioner's Award for Best Practices and Innovation. Customs and Border Protection, Department of Homeland Security. Maritime Smuggling Imitative, 2011. Security Award for Team Excellence, Department of Homeland Security Enforcement Removal Operations, Operation Repeat Offender 2008. Okay. Co-authored a couple of books, a few chapters in a couple of books, one book. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, a couple of books in chapter 11 and chapter 5. American Ends of Court, William B. Enright chapter 2004 to 17. March 2006, co-team leader, a crash course in jury select. 2007, he was a co-team leader in Simpson Law in the Family Feud world. Okay, I don't care nothing about that. He was an instructor. Okay, Attorneys General's Advocacy Institute, 1987 to the present. Look at this, Dre. I got the man resume. Criminal immigration law, basic and advanced immigration law, criminal trial advocacy course, advanced criminal trial advocacy course, civil trial advocacy course, counterterrorism seminar. He's done a lot of different things. He was an instructor in the criminal alien prosecutions and complex alien smuggling schemes, all this kind of stuff. This is who we talking about. We talking about this clown. This clown right here. This clown. All right. Let's see what else about him. He was a lecturer, San Diego State University. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Education and bar membership, Juris Doctor, May 1984. University of San Diego School of Law. Bachelor of Arts, May 1981. San Diego State University, magna cum laude. So it seems like he's pretty capable, huh? He was a trial attorney from 1984 to 87. In 86 to 87, he was a special assistant United States attorney, Southern District of California, sector counsel. He's been a special assistant United States attorney, special assistant United States attorney in 88 to 89 is special assistant United States attorney for the Southern District of California, criminal division. He's been the attorney trial unit, attorney for violent crimes unit, deputy chief border crime section. This guy here, he's just been all over, huh? Attorney for general crime section, attorney counter terrorism unit, principal deputy chief, chief general crimes unit. Okay, senior litigation counsel. This is what he is now, and then now he's the assistant United States attorney, Southern District of California criminal division. He's a special attorney for the attorney general, or what they call it in Georgia, they call it a special prosecutor. Who's a special prosecutor in Georgia? Your boy Nathan Wade. He was a special attorney. And Nathan Wade was a special attorney. You feel me? Oh man, this is absolutely insane. So this is the guy, man, that is going after Boosie, and it's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. There is no reason for this re-indictment. I don't see a reason for it. What you all think in the chat? What you all think in the chat? You think this is out of pocket for this attorney to be doing this? This assistant U.S. attorney for California. You think he out of pocket for this? I think so. I definitely think so. I definitely think so. Just let's look at just since we're talking about Boosie, let's look at remember a time where Boosie got pulled over for a drug charge a year ago as well. Remember that? I got some footage of that too. They messed with Boosie again. I just want to see the body cam footage on this. Let's see what the chat say real quick. Says, yep, definitely out of pocket. Like, damn, there isn't any other cases to focus on. Exactly. You know, this is getting totally out of control. What's going on? From the district attorney's offices, from the U.S. attorney's offices on down, this is getting crazy. Seriously. And you had a case and you just got beat. He beat your case. Megan Blanco beat your case because there were two federal Supreme Court cases where two gentlemen with two different priors and two different things were able to still carry firearm. Now, yes, the judge dismissed Boosie case because of those sightings in the same place where everything happened. Even though you carried somewhere else and you interstate commerce here in California and all that kind of stuff, okay, but you can't take away my entire right to carry if I have no priors as of violence. None at all. Drea XO says he's a dinosaur. Very capable, but definitely seems like he has a vendetta. Absolutely. Look at this man's face. It's got vendetta written all over it. It has vendetta written all over it, yo. Seriously. All right, I want to show you all this. Case, another case where Boosie last year got pulled over, or another pullover. Police pulled him over last year. And it was something else. Take a look at this. Now Boosie driving, and cop pulled over, and I think Boosie is familiar with this cop because the way Boosie was carrying himself in this boy was kind of funny too. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, man, check this out.
I'm gonna still do what I do. I'm gonna leave my house.
I got you.
I'm gonna smoke my. You're gonna have to pull me over every day.
I got you.
I'm ready.
Boss man.
What?
Officer Dennis, Fair PD, you know me. Yeah, I know you. All right. You know why I pulled you over? Speeding. You know you were speeding.
He was speeding. Okay. Come on. You mean to tell me you pulled him over for speeding like it's random? So you mean to tell me you had no idea you had no idea who was in the car? Of course you knew who was in the car. Drea said real quick on the law code they cited, I think it might go down to how they argue what is considered as public moral. Remember, homosexuality was considered as endangering public moral. That's true. So yeah, they got to argue that down.
Speeding. Okay. You got your license on you. How y'all doing today? Make sure everything's valid. We'll go from there, okay? Who threw out the marijuana? I saw it. I'm not blind. Who threw it out?
I don't know.
Huh? I know you couldn't have done it. However, you could do it, but it's one of these two. Somebody threw it out.
It's every day. I'm tired of it. I can't bro. I mean, wait for me every time I leave out. Let me record.
What you need for me?
Watch this.
I don't want to hit you.
He recording off tonight. Boosie say, I'm sick of this junk, dog. I'm about to put you on camera, cuz. Hey man, somebody put Boosie in the chat real quick, bro. Put Boosie in the chat real quick, man. Oh my god. The way he opened up the door, first of all, was hilarious. And then he like, you know what? I'm sick of this, man. He pulled his phone out. He like, hey, hey, man. The camera on you now, buddy. Oh my god. The officer closed the door.
Yet.
Boosie opened it back up. Look.
Stand by for me. I'm gonna shut the door again. Okay.
Crazy.
Little buds. It's gonna be between you and myself right now. You won't go. Okay, then.
Man, this ain't got nothing to do with no speeding, dog. This has nothing to do with speeding. Remember, under any circumstance, you have the right to remain silent. Under any circumstance. When that officer came up, and like, oh, I know you guys. I know you. Y'all knew him from the jump. And that's why I'm glad they ain't say nothing. Don't speak. Don't say a word.
He's about to go. He's about to be on TMZ again, brother.
Look at that. They're going TMZ. You hear him talking? Did you hear that? Did you catch that? Did you catch that? We about to be on TMZ, brother. Did you catch that? It's a game to them. It's a game to them. Listen again.
He's about to go. He's about to be on TMZ again, brother.
He's about to go on. We about to go on TMZ air, brother. They are just. This is just ridiculous, man.
They said they were on the airport. Are they still here? Yep. So I shut it down. Get out.
So it's coming back with two.
Search her. Let me have his license. Let me go figure it out.
Yeah. One says valid. One says.
Yeah, y'all can stand by. It's a little boozy. Let's stand by. It's a little boozy.
Oh man.
So y'all. He's here.
He already here.
He's a driver.
No, me. I'll tell you. All right, young man. Go have you step out for me. You want you to take your phone? Step back here.
He's still recording. He's still recording. Boosie's still recording, dog. I love this dude, man. Oh, I love this dude, man. Oh, man, I do, man. I promise you I do. Oh, man. Boosie still, he got out the car with his phone still on record towards that officer, man. Oh, I was not expecting that. I'm sorry. I didn't see this whole thing. I did not see this whole thing. Oh, my God. That is hilarious. Okay. All right. I'm good. Let's go. Oh, my boy, recording too.
My license is suspended?
No.
Oh,
okay. Step out.
Oh, man.
Step back there, sir.
Everybody got your phone.
I'm gonna have you step out, sir, on that side. What's up, man? What's up, bro? All right, Come back here for me.
He's recording everybody. He is recording everybody.
What's your ID on you?
This is my book bag.
Oh my God, man. I feel him on this, man. Boosie is not playing.
Run him and get his ID. Run him and get his ID if you don't mind. And then just make sure they're valid.
Good point. Good point. Speeding, but you got them out there, but you got them out the car and searching backpacks. Exactly. Exactly. You said that you pulled me over for speeding. That's a good point. You said you pulled me over for speeding. Why are you searching my vehicle? If I was speeding, you're supposed to ask me for my license and registration and serve me a ticket. You said that. Now you're searching my vehicle? That ain't cool. All of this is Is this the proper procedure for a speeding violation? Is this the proper procedure for a speeding violation? Getting everything back. Okay.
All those cancellations and registrations that you're seeing are tags that he's had in the past.
Okay. I haven't searched any of that side yet.
Okay. You got marijuana out there in plain sight.
That's probably where it was sitting. I'm telling you, he threw it out. I thought, choo.
No gloves.
Nah, I forgot. You know what?
What?
Easiest way?
Have you checked that sun count? Couple of
Yeah, I checked all this right here. I checked all of this. And the back.
the bag?
Yeah, the back. I checked this side right here. I didn't check all this here.
This is for speeding. Remember, this is for speeding.
There's your gummy.
Gummy?
We got 6 G too.
Huh? Yeah, that's gonna be the passenger.
Oh, wow. Wow. There's nothing wrong with having money.
I'm gonna keep this in here for now.
Yeah, keep it in there, man. That's solid. Yeah. How'd you get here so far? Like I said, the gummy.
I ain't got no interest for y'all today.
Where's your trunk release?
You just hit the what you call it.
This one?
No, the up.
Right here?
No, right there. The Cadillac sign, yeah.
They're not pop it? I gotta do a little bit harder. There we go. What's that? Eco 9. Bravo Whiskey Golf, uniform 679. It's gonna be Glock 19.
Golf. Bravo Whiskey Golf. Wow. Wow.
Alright, so long story short, it's your marijuana, it's your gun.
It's my marijuana. Okay.
Right? So it's on your side and in your bag.
It ain't it's just his gun. I'll take the marijuana.
I got you.
Yeah.
But the other
We
thing,
ain't finna give him no marijuana and gun charge. I took him.
yeah, no. I'm not saying charges wise. I'm just saying who's in possession. Okay, because you're looking at this guy, right? He had the marijuana and he had the gun. Okay, you speeding and
they took the gummies. How petty are you, man? How petty are you, man? They took the gummy, yo. Jeez, oh Pete.
no, I'm not saying charges wise. I'm just saying who's in possession. Okay, because you're looking at this guy, right? He had the marijuana and he had the gun. Okay, you speeding and littering. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at right now. Right now, I'm checking you out to see if you're a felon. I got you. But if you're not, then we can, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Appreciate it. We can, man.
Yeah. So we're trying to make sure we're trying to dot our I's, dot our T's. Okay. So stand by for me, patient. We'll get y'all out of here. You can't go so fast, man.
Man.
Y'all just stand by, okay? I don't know.
So weird, man.
Assumptions or something? Yeah. I'm not a woman do, but it was clear on site. Okay. Okay. I just threw this over the show. If you ever get the chance to go back to Louisiana,
Have a seat in the truck. I'll be right with you, okay? You have a seat in the truck. I'll be right with you.
I'm doing conviction, sir.
All right, sir. Have a seat in the car. Okay. Your ammo is in the door. Your gun is in the front compartment. Okay. Do not touch it until I get y'all out of here.
Okay.
Is that clear? Yes, sir. All right. Have a seat for me.
Have a seat?
Yep. Just have a seat. Yep. Hey, feel how hot it is in here.
Feels like inside out here.
Yeah.
Worse.
It's terrible. And I told him multiple.
For speeding. For speeding. That was the speeding violation. That's what was your speeding violation, man. This is what they do to Boosie, man. This is what they do. You want to finish it out? Let's finish it out. Let's finish it out then. Let's go ahead and finish it out. Let's go ahead and finish it out. My bad, y'all. Because I don't know if he's going to actually say everything. I don't know. Let's see.
Multiple times to fix this AC.
You can always take my money.
All right, all right.
All right. Like I said, I was going to do you for speeding and littering, okay? I'm not going to do your windshield. But you know, okay, that your windshield is against state law. Record date, if you want to take it to court, it's going to be the 13th of October, 2022 at 10 a.m. The way your 10 is going to be on the back, okay? If you want,
I don't go to court. I'm going to pay it out.
Okay.
I don't go to court.
Okay, just give me a second. Let me elaborate. If you're not going to go to court, give it about a week or so. Call this number. You can pay for it, okay?
Let me call him, take a picture of the number.
Oh, this is good. I'm giving this to you. So, yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. With even if it's dealership, that's aftermarket 10, okay? State law says 6 inches, and that's going to be at the top that you can only have. All right. Again, it's up to you. I'm just letting you know about it.
I'm used to it. We do this every day. I'm going to still do what I do. I'm going to leave my house.
I got you.
I'm going to smoke my.
He said, I'm going to leave my house. I'm going to smoke my weed. I'm going to do what I do. Basically is what he said. But that is what they do, man. I feel you, Dre. Just give him a ticket and keep it moving. So this is a case that I'm going to definitely be keeping up on. I'm gonna stay updated on. Shout out to the chat though, man. Y'all showing love, man. I appreciate y'all holding me down. Appreciate y'all holding me down. But yeah, but this is definitely a situation where, again, like the first video we saw of the lawyer, it's more common to stack a charge on a celebrity or rapper or whatever. It's more common than not because of the fact that they are trying to get them. You see what's happening in the YSL trial. They actually use rap music lyrics as evidence for a trial, for a RICO trial. All right. And one of the things that people don't realize is that when it comes to evidence and stuff like that, you can't use art, subjective art, as evidence. Like, how can you do that? You know what I'm saying? That's not something you can really do. And so I wanted to go over, but again, I wanted to go over this case because I found it to be very, very troubling. Again, that they want us to have this kind of appreciation and all this kind of stuff for the law, or trust the law, trust the system. You can't. It's hard to. You can't really do it. And so, and this is one of the reasons why this man is getting charged again for something that was thrown out of federal court. However, now we're going to dress it up as a different charge and say, he's addicted to a controlled substance. And according to Andrea, shout out to Andrea for the information, because again, we went to the state law. Here it is. Title 21 United States Code 802 says that the term addict means any individual who habitually uses any narcotic drug so as to endanger the public morals, health, safety, or welfare, or who is so far addicted to the use of narcotic drugs as to have lost the power of self-control with reference to his addiction. So you're calling Boosie an addict under this code, Title 21, the United States Code 802. This does not describe Boosie at all. Again, it's just something to continue to bother people, to try. You mad because you lost. See, this guy right here, he's mad because he lost. See, this clown face person here is mad because he lost. Now, some would say he mad because he lost to a black successful man. That's what Boosie feel like. That's what Boosie said. Boosie said, man, he lost to me. He got it out for me because I'm black and successful. And he's a clown. Yeah, he's a clown. This clown dude here. So Boosie like, man, he's just bothering me at this point. And that's the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it looks. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this live. Let's go ahead and clap it up real quick with a one time. And hopefully y'all enjoyed it live. I wanted to go over the Boosie re-indictment because, again, I found it to be very, very interesting of how this works. See, now we're learning something new about re-indictments and all that kind of stuff, and what that entails as well. And so it seems like that this can happen. All you have to do is reword it, dress it up in a different way, and you can call it something else, and it could be a charge. I mean, that's the way it is. That's the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? So, this is crazy how things are here in the U.S. Our justice system is just so messed up, man. Seems like the U.S. justice system is more about retribution and not reform. Exactly. I remember, I'm going to say my piece real quick and I'm gonna get out of here. But when I was on probation, okay, when I was the way my probation happened, right? Okay, first of all, the first time I was supposed to go to court, I never got a date to go to court. See, I live in Indiana now. I'm from Detroit. I'm what up though all day, but I live in Indiana because of my IT career. And so here in Indiana, when you are released from jail, they tell you to go to the at the time an office where you're supposed to submit your information and stuff like that, and they're supposed to mail you a court date. I never got anything in the mail. I never got anything in mail for 2 years. Straight up 2 years. And I had like 6 warrants for my arrest and everything. I never got pulled over except for that one time. I never got pulled over after that. Okay. So and those warrants never came to my house. No one knocked on my door. Nothing. All right. Nothing. So when I had to turn, I was transitioning one position. I had finished a contract, IT contract, and I moved over to my old company. And so I was going to do a project with them, and I had to go through the whole rigmarole again. You know how you enter a new company, and during the background check through that company, they told me that I had a warrant for my arrest. And I was like, what? And they couldn't let me do my thing. So, and now that I'm like, okay, well, I got to transition. I got to move over to a different position. I'm moving on to a different company, new job, whatever. So I turned myself in because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I called the prosecution office and everything. And it was like, yeah, you can turn yourself in at a certain time. And you'll be able to get a judge in the morning, early Monday morning or whatever. So I had to turn myself in. I go before the judge, the magistrate judge through Zoom. Okay. Now this is, I'm telling you, this is how they do you. All right. I went through Zoom. I'm sitting there. It's me. It's about maybe, I would say about 15, 17 men and one young lady. Okay. I guess the jail, is on the other side is, is the women and one side is the men. I think they run it like that. But I'm sitting there and I'm waiting to hear from the judge. And I mean, judge is knocking everybody out the park, like boom, 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 boom. So they get to me and I'm sitting there in front of the judge and I'm like, I'm in the orange suit. I'm telling you, it's a very embarrassing feeling. It's very, very embarrassing. You got to take off your clothes. You got to do it all. It's a whole situation. And I'm going to be honest with you. It can be traumatic if that ain't your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what you do. So anyway, I get before the judge and the judge is saying to me, the reason why you had to turn yourself in because you didn't appear in court. How come you didn't appear in court, Mr. Foster, in 2000? And it was supposed to be in 2020 or 21, something like that. And I'm like, well, no, 2020. Yep. I said, well, I never got anything in the mail about a court date at all, And so the state stepped in. The lady, the prosecutor, the state stepped in. She said, Your Honor, I'm looking right now, and I think there's actually an address discrepancy on our part. So so the state admitted that the reason why I didn't go to court is because they never gave me a court date at all because they had the wrong address. How? I don't know. I gave them all my information. I had to. Do you know I still had to have a new court date for what happened in 2020? I had to have it, and I did not get pulled over not one time at all. Okay. I didn't get pulled over after that. I only been pulled over in Indiana one time. Okay. And they breathalyzed me and your boy was on it. Okay. It is what it is. And I got arrested and I went to jail. I did not get they never gave me a court date. They messed up my address. The state messed up my address. I still had to go to court. And he tells me if I don't show up to court that I'm going back to jail. And I'm like, bro, y'all messed up my address. And it was in 2020 and I haven't been pulled over since then. I still had to go to court. They still put me on probation. I still had to give them a lot of money. So even if it's their fault, they will find a way to make it your fault. This is the reason why this statement is very, very true. It's about retribution. It's about money. It's a game. I don't know. I'm gonna be singing this to my lungs all out. This whole thing, this judicial system, the political system, this is all a game to them. You heard what the man said, and the police officer said in the video, we're going to be on TMZ because we pulled over Boosie. It's a game to them. For us, it's real life. So I'm on probation for a year. Ow, my hand. I'm on probation for a year. And I'm like, dude, it wasn't even my fault that I didn't show up. It was not even my fault. You know, I would have showed up to court. I turned myself in. Anybody else would have fled. They would have went to another state or whatever once they found out. A lot of people do that. I stood 10 toes down like a man and turned myself in and went through the process. Boom. And I'm here. I don't have a bunch of family here. I'm not from Indy. I'm from D. I'm from Detroit, baby. All right. All my people I rock with is in D. So I'm here. I don't have no help here for real to be like, yo, man, I can pick you up, help you out. Not for real. Not here in this state. No. So I had to turn myself in and I did it. 10 toes down, did it. Went through the process, everything, and they still got your boy for some money. And it ain't no little change either. It ain't no little bit of money. No, it ain't little. So this is what happens. They want to be compensated. The system wants to be compensated. I mean, think about this. Even in the political realm, on the Democratic side, no primary at all. There has been no primary process from the Democratic Party at all. Not one debate, not one. The only person that wanted to run and have a primary was Robert F. Kennedy. And guess what? They kicked him out the Democratic Party. Okay. You see what I'm saying? And our vice president was able to raise in 48 hours, able to raise almost $80-something million. No primary, no nothing. $80-something million. You was able to get $80-something million in 48 hours. Who you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? I mean, we just put pieces together, man. It just don't add up. Now the Republicans had a primary. The Nikki Haley had to run, and this person had to run. But you don't have no primary at all, no campaign. You haven't even campaigned for this position. You get $81 million in 48 hours. You can't tell me that's not a game. You cannot tell me that's not a game. So if you can get $81 million in 48 hours, that lets me know that you had that money sitting on the side the whole time because you knew this was going to happen. It's a game. We better put our common sense together and critical thinking skills together. It's a game, people. Don't let nobody play you in your face. One thing about me, I'm a cool dude, man. I got nothing but love for real. But one thing I don't like is a person to insult my intelligence to my face. Now you're playing with me. I don't like to be played with like that. I can joke with you. I don't do pranks, but I got a sense of humor. I like to joke and make comedy jokes and all that kind of stuff and all that. So I got a sense of humor, but I don't do pranks. I think pranks is drawing the line. But don't insult my intelligence to my face. Don't tell me something to my face, and I know I'm looking at you. When they told us Joe Biden is in perfect health, he is great, he is doing so good, he's better than he was before. Stop playing with me. This man has tripped up all the steps to his airplane. He has fallen numerous amounts of times. He has a very hard stutter, and he frees up a little bit and come back. He looks spaced out. He was looking this way when he was running for president, low key. But they gonna tell us. They tell us, don't believe your eyes. Don't believe what you see. And this is the same thing. Well, since Boosie had a gun charge and he beat me with the gun charge and because of case United States versus Rahimi and United States versus Duarte, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say he's an addict now. I'm gonna say he's addicted to drugs. So he was smoking weed while he had a gun, that same gun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to indict him so that way I can get possession of that gun and the ammunition and all this kind of stuff and charge him again, because I believe he knew that he was addicted to a controlled substance. Come on now. Come on now. Seriously? Now Boosie is an addict. He's addicted to narcotic drugs. And while he had the firearm, he was losing control. You watched the whole live video of him making the music video on the live, officer. Not one time did he pull the gun out and wave it and handle it at any point. Remember that San Diego officer that we read about? He was watching the IG live the whole time. He was lurking, talking about he was undercover. No, you're lurking. You're lurking. And then he said, you know what? Boosie got a gun. Oh, he a convicted felon. We need to go ahead and put that on him. No, there's a couple convicted felons on the federal level that was still able to possess their firearms. One of them had a domestic violence restraining order against him, and the Supreme Court reversed that. And the other one, he had five priors that were nonviolent, and he was able to get his possession, his right to possess back according to the Second Amendment. Now you're like, okay, I couldn't get him on that. Okay, Megan Blanco, she beat me on that. So how can I do it? Yes, he was smoking weed. This man is supposed to be. We read the man's resume, didn't we? Didn't we, chat? Didn't we just read this man's resume that's re-indicting Boosie? Didn't the resume say he was an instructor, a master of criminal activities and all this kind of stuff? We just read this whole man's resume, and the best you could come up with is he was smoking a lot of weed while he had a gun in his pocket. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. This is the reason why I get passionate about this kind of stuff, is because even though I ain't never been on no felon level and all that kind of stuff, but I had a criminal misdemeanor on me, a CM. And let me tell you something. It ain't cool being on probation. Probation, I saw somebody on somebody else's chat. They said probation is jail outside. That's exactly what it is. I couldn't go to certain stores. I couldn't do certain things. I couldn't drive my car certain times. I'm telling you, it's not fun. It's not fun. I'm gonna go back to the chat real quick before we go. She said, Drea said, Tabiz TV, a multi-topic discourse channel. Thank you. 22:20 a.m. This was too interesting. Oh wow. Well, I appreciate you staying up at 2:20 a.m. I must be doing all right there. D is in the house. What up, though? D, how you doing? D Peel is in the house, saying good evening to everyone. D says, sad people always try to use their power. Absolutely. 100% facts. 100% facts. Dre said you would have shown up and possibly get warning or a fine. Now probation and a bigger fine for their mess. Exactly. They messed up my address. They did. They messed up my address. From something that from 2020, they messed up my address. And then I still had to pay. Crazy. Chill said, woo, that's a different episode. LOL, absolutely. She said, exactly. He says, you guys are definitely between a rock and a hard place come November. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. It's a fact. This is a fact. This is a fact. Bruh, Trump has 34 felonies and still out free running president. Well, the thing about Trump is that check this out. Check this out. Okay, y'all still rocking with me? Y'all still rocking with me real quick? Check this out. Since Dre said that. Let's check out. Let me see what your boy got here, man. See, y'all gonna appreciate your boy. Because I come with a little bit of that fire. All right. Let me see if I got the. I got that, and I got. Let's see here. Hold on, I got the. Since you said Trump with the 34 counts, he has 34 counts. Here we go. Let me show y'all something real quick. Y'all still rocking with your boy? Put a 1 in the chat if you still rocking with your boy real quick. Put a 1 in the chat. Since Drea said this, I want to deep dive on it real quick. Just real, it's gonna be real quick. Not long at all. Not long at all. Drea done sparked up something. All right. All right. So this is the verdict sheet of Trump. Y'all don't know me, do y'all? Y'all about to find out who I am in a minute. Y'all about to find out. This is the judge, Juan Merchan, who's a Democratic judge. Okay. And these are the counts right here. Falsifying business records, first degree. Falsifying business record, first degree. Blah, 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 blah. 34. You already know what it is. Okay. I already know what it is. Okay. 34 counts. Falsifying business records. Okay. Now, let me see here. Hold on. Let's actually look at this. Let's actually look at this. Y'all show your boy some love in this boy, man. Let me show y'all something real quick. All right. So falsifying business records in the first degree in violation of penal law committed as follows. The defendant in the county of New York and elsewhere on or before February 14th, 2017. What's wrong with that? There's a statute of limitations. There's a statute of limitations. With the intent to defraud and intent to commit another crime and aid and conceal the commission thereof, made and caused a false entry in business records in the business records of an enterprise, to wit, an invoice from Michael Cohen dated 14th of 2017, marked as a record of Donald Trump, revocable trust, and kept and maintained by Trump Organization. Thank you, Julie. Love how your mind works. Thank you. Thank you. See, this is the thing. They want to tell you something without you really digging in it. But when you dig in it, he gave money to his lawyer from a revocable trust and kept and maintained by the Trump Organization. Same thing. Trust. Voucher number. Trust. Maintain. He gave it to his lawyer. Everything. Y'all ever seen the movie? Have y'all ever seen the movie Get Hard by Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell? Y'all remember? If you put a 1 in the chat, if you remember that movie, Get Hard by Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell. Put a 1 in the chat real quick. Put a 1 in the chat real quick. Put a 1 in the chat real quick if y'all remember that movie. I want to see if y'all remember. Okay, Chill got a 1. I want us to get on the same page. But we will dig right. Exactly, Julie. We always gonna dig the right way. That's right. So, okay. Who else remember the movie? Kevin, yeah, I know Kevin Hart is not the. This is back when Kevin Hart was a little bit funny. He did that movie. This is a while ago, but that movie was where Will Ferrell was a broker or finance guy, whatever, and the character, his boss, that character, his name was Martin, and he promoted Will Ferrell's character, and all of a sudden, Will Ferrell was arrested for fraud. And everything that Will Ferrell did was attached to Martin, but Martin never got arrested. So what happens is Will Ferrell is the one that's about to get sentenced to go to prison, but Martin did all the dirt. But I'm about to be convicted and I'm about to go to prison. But I was doing things and handing it over to Martin, and Martin it's his company, so he made it look a certain way. He made it look like I was doing something. So when he was talking to Kevin Hart character and he was like, so what is it? He was like, okay, he put Martin's name in the middle and he put all these things that's wrapped around Martin. And Kevin Hart is like, yo, Martin is the issue. It's not you, it's Martin. So a lot of times it's just like when you're in school and all of a sudden somebody doing something next to you and you're like, yo, I didn't do that. That person did it. Everything is attached to that person. So how come I'm getting in trouble, right? So this is the point. The point is, when you have money, you can make things look a certain way if you want to. You can create your own narrative when you have money. You can create your own narrative when you have money. Now, this is the thing is so crazy is that there's never been an issue with Trump's books ever until now. I'm just piecing it together, y'all. No one's choosing sides. We just piecing it together. How come it looks like that? How come it looks that way? Now, watch this. Watch this. Juan Merchan, the judge here, okay, via email, sent this to Todd Blanche, who is the attorney for Donald Trump. Says, dear counsel, this was June 7th, 2024. Okay. Dear counsel, today the court became aware of a comment that was posted on the Unified Court System's public Facebook page, and which I now bring to your attention. In the comment, the user Michael Anderson states, my cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted. Thank you, folks, for all your hard work. Now, this was supposed to be a troll. And when they dug deep into this Michael Anderson, he said, oh, I'm a professional troll. But they pushed the sentence back. They pushed the hearing of it back. I think it's in September or something like that now. Now, mind you, former President Trump just got assassination attempt on him about a couple weeks ago, right? 11 days ago. And the day before this attempt happened, there was a company that Trump invested in. He had about 12 million shares in this company. This company removed his shares the night before the shooting happened. All I'm saying is you can make it look like you want to make it look. That's what I'm saying. All of it is a film. The Republicans try to look like they all holy and they love Jesus, and they all corrupt. All of them. Every last one of them. The only people y'all need to trust, and this is almost stretching it too, is your family. You almost can trust a certain amount of people. That's why you got to have rooted friends in your life, rooted people in your life. It's only going to be a handful. In life, you only going to get a handful of real friends. Handful, that's about it. So they're going to make it look like Kamala is black when she ain't fully black. They're going to make it look like everything they want to make it look like. They want to make it all look a certain way. This is what they're doing to Boosie. This is what my man is doing to Boosie. He's like, yo, I'm going to make you look like a drug addict. That's how bad I want to destroy your life. Can you imagine? This is sickness. This is sickness. Okay. Look at this. The comment now labeled as 1 week old responded to a routine UCS notice posted on May 29th, 2024. That was before the verdict came out. The verdict sheet May 29th, and it came out before that. Okay, let's see here. What other documents do I have? I got so many, man. I'm telling you, I got so many documents, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm not gonna allow nobody to play with my intelligence. No, I will dig for the truth myself. You are not gonna play with my intelligence. You're not gonna tell me what I'm looking at is not what I'm looking at. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. Somebody got mad at me today because of something that was a joke about Kamala. It was a really clean joke. It wasn't no craziness or nothing like that. She was trying to school somebody and telling them that, you know, women's sports they were just able to be able to play in brackets in the NCAA March Madness tournament in 2022 for the women's sports. And I'm saying to myself, no, that was back in 1982. That's when the year I was born. And so she told the reporter, I'm gonna give you a history lesson. And I just died laughing. I'm like, you don't even know that the women's sports have been playing playoff bracket basketball in March since 1982. You didn't know that? She said 2022. I thought that was hilarious. It's comical the way they think that they think we're not going to think for ourselves. That's what they do. So they're going to tell you something is one way, and then once you find out later on down the line, it's way too late. It's way too late. And then you're gonna be like, dang, I wish I would have never listened to that person, or I wish I never would have listened to the government. I wish I would have never listened to this. Do you see what I'm saying? This is why you got to know the truth for yourself, man. You got to know the truth for yourself. Drea said there's an old saying, you are known by the company you keep, so choose your people wisely. Absolutely, 100%. Julie said money and power. Absolutely, 100%. Julie said, I feel sorry for future generations. That's 100% I do. I feel the same. They just gonna believe the internet and everything else. They're not gonna dig. Like you gotta dig for the truth, man. You gotta dig for the truth. Well, it's 9:45 here on the East, man. I'm about to go ahead and call it. Drea said, I'm a cynic. I don't trust not one of them, Democrat nor Republican, right? The White House lawn need a better gardener because it's patchy as hell. No one can define what a woman is. Exactly. This is a cesspool of craziness, okay? On both sides. It's absolutely ridiculous. You see, Asante, get out of my brain. Hey, yo, I'm telling you, they gonna, whatever they find out, whatever the future generation see on TV, that is what they're going to, that's what they're going to go to. Boom. They're going to go to that. They're definitely going to go to that. They're going to, oh yeah, I believe that. Remember, you saw what they said on TV? That's not evidence. People could tell you anything. It's like in a relationship. Anybody can tell you that they love you. You got to see the love. You got to see it. You got to vet that love. You can't just go off somebody's word like, oh, I love you. I love you. Like, yeah, okay. You can tell me that after I've seen you show evidence that you love me. Are you patient? Are you long suffering? Are you kind to me? Are you got to show me something. You can't just get everything out of me. I got to see something. All right. Well, I'm about to go ahead and call it. This has been real. This has been amazing. Thank you all so much again for I appreciate you all so much. Yo, go ahead and like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Share this real quick. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to clip this up, and I'm going to actually upload the short version of this live so that way other people can see what we was able to talk about tonight. But this has been your boy. This has been real. I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for rocking with me for sure. And don't forget, what up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Biz Nation, stand up. All right. It's your boy Biz. I'm gonna holler at y'all. All right. Peace. Much love.
I brought that with me. Case they get too iffy. Baby, don't stress, don't sweat it. Put it all on my daddy. Know how I'm coming. And they know full of that in fluid. Young middle Mac, I'm swinging that leg, I'm banging that do or die. And I ain't that lead before I get crucified. Living in my bloodline, this place in my family tree. How the they pressed, I did my best out of what they handed me. Straight out of that country, know my shawty dick as human air. And I need not mention no extensions, that's human hair. Boy, we grew in there. Around through that left side, low end.